Working with medical devices often means documentation and lots of it, but behind every page lies critical information on how product safety, effectiveness, and compliance are ensured. Now, if you are navigating the world of process validation and want clarity on what these documents mean and why they matter, you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Helena Hjälmefjord. You're watching a video from my course on process validation for medical devices. In this video, we'll walk through the key documents in process validation, from the master validation plan and user requirement specification to the essential qualification protocols, the IQ, OQ, and PQ. If you would like to register for the entire process validation course, follow the link in the video description and it will take you to the Medical Device HQ website. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that red button and don't forget to turn on the notifications. Now let's get started. Now, working with medical devices usually means compiling a lot of documentation. Documenting what you plan to do and what you do is crucial for achieving regulatory compliance and providing evidence of how you are to ensure that the devices are effective and safe for patients. The documentation is also important when you run into issues and need to go back and review what you've done, as it helps to track and hopefully resolve the issues quickly. Process validation also requires several different types of documents and records, and I'm going to walk you through these now. First of all, there is the Master Validation Plan, the MVP. The MVP defines the manufacturing and process flow of the products or parts that the organization manufactures, identifies the processes that needs to be validated, schedules the validation and interrelationships between these processes. The MVP outlines the overall strategy and approach for the validation activities. There may be one MVP for all manufacturing processes and products in your organization, or one per device and process. How you do this is up to your organization to decide. Once it is decided that a piece of equipment or a process needs to be validated, document all the requirements in a user requirement specification, or short URS. In most cases, there is more than one equipment that requires validation in a manufacturing process, so you're likely to establish more than one URS. You need to decide what needs to be done in the installation qualification, and this is documented in the Installation Qualification Protocol, the IQP. And when completed, the IQP is signed off to ensure that it is complete and correct. If we have several pieces of equipment that need to be installed, we will have one IQP for each of them. Once the equipment is installed correctly, the operation qualification, the OQ, can be performed. And the aim of the OQ is to establish and confirm the process parameters that will be used to manufacture the medical device. The operational qualification is planned in the Operational Qualification Protocol, the OQP. The OQP summarizes the data and results and provides a conclusion for the OQ. And once completed, the OQ is signed off to ensure that it is complete and correct. And next up is the performance qualification, the PQ. The key objective of the PQ is to demonstrate that the process will consistently produce acceptable products under the defined conditions. And as for the previous steps, you plan the work of the performance qualification in the Performance Qualification Protocol, the PQP, and once completed, the PQP is signed to ensure that it is complete and correct. And since the PQ focuses on a specific manufacturing process or a particular step within it, there will be one PQP. We have now performed all activities in the validation of the equipment, system, or process. And at the end of the validation activities, a final report should be prepared. This report summarizes and references to all protocols and records and results and provides conclusion on the validation status of the process. The final report should then be reviewed and approved by the validation team and relevant management in accordance with your procedures. And there should be one final report for each validation that you perform. You now have completed the validation of your process, generated extensive documentation, and summarized everything in a final report, along with the conclusion of the validation status. Lastly, it's time for the Master Validation Report, the MVR. The MVR aligns with the Master Validation Plan and provides a summary of all process validations conducted for the manufacturing of a medical device. It references the final report for each completed validation. In many companies, the MVR and the MVP are combined into a single document called the MVP. Now that is a lot of documentation. However, you don't always need so much documentation. Let's use the validation of a simple label printer as an example. You need a short URS to describe the requirements the printer is to fulfill. You plan the installation qualification in the IQP, install the printer, print a few labels, and document this all in the IQ record. And as there are no settings or parameters on the printer that can be changed, there is no need for an OQ, so you can go directly to the PQ. In the PQ, you plan the PQP, let different operators during different shifts print labels in accordance with approved instructions, and document the results. A final report references the applicable documents and concludes the status of the validation. And finally, you update the MVR or the MVP with a reference to the final report, the status of the validation, and you are done. Now, even if process validation takes considerably time and effort and can lead to a lot of documentation, it is important to remember that this work is incredibly valuable. Process validation is essential not just for ensuring that your process consistently produces products that meet the required specifications, but also for complying with regulations, and it provides solid evidence for audits. It helps you identify key process parameters to monitor, offering valuable data to improve your manufacturing over time. So please, be thorough in your approach. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your team. And if you want to connect with us, we're on LinkedIn too. Just find us at Medical Device HQ. That's all for now, and good luck with the documentation.